Alright guys, so with one of the recent updates to the Thinkific LMS, they have now given you the ability to add additional pages to your online course. So the two main ones that most people will add is the About Us, or maybe a Contact Us, and also the FAQ section of your course. So you will have already seen that I've got a video about adding those two particular pages, but one of the things that currently isn't available through Thinkific that is going to be something that a lot of people in the online course sort of community in the niche is a blog, because having a blog is a way for you to talk about your new products, your new ideas, things that can help people, maybe a product that you want to sell or promote or whatever it might be. So what I wanted to do was just make a short video about how you can create a blog and then add it to your Thinkific site, and also how to go about purchasing a brand new domain name and then registering that and then pointing that to your blog. So I'm going to take you through it step by step. It sounds complicated. It's really not. You don't really have to be a super technical person to do this. And once I've actually created the blog, I'm just going to show you how I sort of make some very basic graphics for your first blog. Okay guys, so the first thing I wanted to talk about were the three major blogging sites at the moment. So you have Google's Blogger, so that's blogger.com, which is free to use. You have WordPress, and you also have Weebly.com. Now, WordPress is probably the most popular and the most sophisticated out of the three, but it has a much larger learning curve, and rather than sort of spending a day creating a new website or a blog, you can spend weeks creating something that looks extremely professional. And if you didn't currently have a website, or you're looking to promote a product or build something that's going to turn into a cash flow for you, I would definitely suggest WordPress. But because we've already got a Thinkific site and we just want to add a simple blog to that site, we're going to use Weebly.com. So if you head over to Weebly.com and click on the log on option at the top, you'll come to this page here. Now I'm going to sign in with my Google account and just pop in all my details. Alright, so once you've signed in, you'll come to this option here. So choose a theme. So what I'm going to do, I'm not actually intending on building a full website. I'm just creating a blog. So I'm going to click blog at the top here and then pick one of the templates that sort of suits your style. So just have a bit of a flick through there. I'm just going to go something simple, I think. Maybe this one here, just the first one. So I click on choose. Okay, and then essentially once you've selected the blog template that you want to use, it's going to take you to this next screen here, and it's talking about selecting a domain name for your new blog. So there's a couple of ways you can do it. You can create a free.weebly.com account. You can purchase a brand new domain name, or you can transfer a domain name that you already own. So the way I sort of tackled this was I actually purchased the domain name at an earlier stage. I didn't do it through Weebly just because I have a Bluehost account, which they host some of my other WordPress websites. But if I was just looking to create a blog, I would just purchase it directly through Weebly. I've had sites with Weebly in the past. They are very good, and they're a very good hosting service. Now I'm going to show you the process. So say for example, I wanted to purchase Graphics That Sell Course or Graphics That Sell Courses. Okay, so Graphics That Sell Courses is taken. I purchased that. Maybe if I just went Graphics That Sell. Okay, that's unfortunately taken. Maybe I'll go create awesome graphics. Okay, so that would be available. So I'd hit continue. Okay, and then these are our different pricing options. So you get the domain name included for free when you purchase the Starter, the Pro, or the Business plan. For most people, Starter would be perfectly fine, and for $8 a month, you get all of the inclusions here on the right-hand side. Now, just for the purpose of this video, I'm not going to purchase a new domain name, but this is the process that you would go through. What I'm going to do, I'm actually just going to use one of the Weebly subdomains just to create the site and to show you how to do that, and then how to link it back to your Thinkific course site. So I'm going to exit out of this one, and I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to go graphicsthatsellcourses.weebly.com and hit continue. Okay, so you can see here I've got the actual Weebly website editor now. This is basically how my site would look. You can have a look at it at any time. You can do like a preview mode, etc., etc. So obviously you can see I've got all these options over here on the left that I can drag and drop into my website. Images, galleries, a map, buttons. You can embed various code. I won't get into that, it's a little bit more complicated. You can put video. You might do a blog post about an update to your course, and you might send that out to your students and say, hey guys, I just made a short video about this new update to the online course. You might put that in YouTube and embed the YouTube video into your blog. You can do things like social icons. You can do surveys. And one thing I did want to mention was Google AdSense. So for those of you who aren't familiar with Google AdSense, what it is, it's a advertising, what would you call it? An advertising option or an advertising plugin for your website, and it just has ads that run from Google, and that can sort of generate income. It can monetize your blog if your blog becomes popular, and if people click on your ads on your Google AdSense, on your blog here somewhere, so I might put it over here on the right, and if people click on that particular little ad, you actually get paid for that to happen. So I'm not going to go into too much detail. That's not really what this particular video is about. But if you have questions, I'm more than happy to help you with that. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to get rid of that. I'm going to pause the video quickly. I'm going to make a new header, and I'm going to do a sample blog post so that you can see how that looks. And I'm also going to show you how that looks on a mobile device. And how you can check it on your own mobile device. So I'll pause it there quickly. I'm just going to make a new header here, and I'm going to put that in there and then do this blog post to show you all how that looks. Alright, so I've just downloaded my header that I created in Canva that you would see in some of the earlier videos, and I'm actually going to add it. I'm going to replace this image here and just leave the text in place there, and then update that once I've updated the image. So I'll click on Edit Image. So it sort of zooms in, and then you can see down the bottom here you've got some additional options. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on the Change Image option. Now there's heaps of included images that you can use. So I just had a quick flick through. Now if you remember, I did the header for Winnie's particular Thinkific site. So something like, meditation, there's heaps of really cool options that you can use for free. But I want to use my own, so I'm going to click on Upload Image. I'm going to search for that on my computer, and I'm going to go, where is it? This one here. Click on Open. It's going to upload down the bottom right corner. Okay. All right, so you can see that's replaced that original header that was included. Now, if I wanted to, I could do things like change the blur. Sort of blurs it out a little bit. I could darken the image a little bit. Or I could apply a filter. Okay, I don't really like any of those, but I'm just going to leave it as is. I think that looks quite good, and I'm going to click on Save up the top, save to all pages. Okay, so now I've got that header that I created earlier inside Canva. So I'm going to just quickly update this, go graphics that sell online courses. And then, welcome to our free blog. And just keep it simple. I might just change the color of that if I didn't really like it. Just think about the theme that you created for your Thinkific site. You probably want to tie it in here. I'm really just going for something that's going to stand off the header that I put in there. So black looks quite good. Happy with that. All right. Okay, so that's our header. That was really easy. So if you've already created a header using one of the free templates I provided you with in Canva, it's going to be a piece of cake to add it here into your new blog. So what I want to do now is I want to create a sample post so you can see how that's going to look. And like I mentioned, I'm going to show you how that looks on a mobile device as well. So go new post. Okay, post title. So I'm going to go free Thinkific course card templates. Okay, so that's obviously going to be the topic for this particular blog post. And now what I want to do is add some content. So I'm going to drag and drop some of these options over here into this blog post. So if I go text, I want to put some text into this particular blog post. I can click in here. Hey everyone. Today I have some free course card templates that you can download and edit. Please use the following link, and then you can put in whatever you want there. Now I also want to add a gallery, so I'm going to drag that across and I might put it up the top just above that particular text. You can move it around too. You could drag and drop it like that and have it below there. You just hold on to this section here. So what I might do, I think that might have actually got rid of it by mistake. Okay, I'm going to upload some images. Okay, I click open and you can see it's uploading 4 images. Depending on the quality of the images, this might take a little bit of time, and also depending on the quality of your internet connection. Okay, so there we go. There's our images. Now I accidentally dragged that across twice, so I'm going to just delete that first one. Okay, and you can see that'll move up. Now what I might want to do is I might want to add in a YouTube video that I've created. So I'm going to drag that across, and then what I want to do now is I'd put in the URL of the video. So just to give you a quick idea, say for example you had your own YouTube account and you've created the video, and you go, any particular video, and then you would grab the link from up the top here, you'd copy that and you would paste it back into this here. Now you might want to change the size. I've just set mine to auto. Okay, and that looks good. I'm happy with that. So you've got obviously the header, you've got a bit of text and a bit of info about what you've actually got in this blog post. You've got some images. You can even add files into here if you wanted to. Say if you wanted to have a download, I could drag and drop that across. And then you could put, your own file in here if you wanted to share that with people as well. Now, obviously you can go to town with this. You can spend an hour, 2 hours writing a blog post, adding value and adding content for people to visit your blog and, really see what you have to offer. So I'm going to click save, and then I'm going to click publish. Okay, so I'm going to make sure it's set to that. I'm going to click continue, It's going to ask you to verify that you're a human. Hopefully you are. Okay, I'm just going to put in the captcha for that one. So 113, publish. Okay, so it's saying that it's now published. So I'm going to click on the link. So this is what my site's going to look like if somebody visits it. All right, so not a great deal happening there at the moment. And I also forgot to publish my blog post. So I'm going to do that too. So you can see it's in draft at the moment. I'll click on that. And I want to go post. Okay, you can share it to Facebook and Twitter if you wanted to. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'll just quickly refresh this. All right, and then that's my blog post that I just created. You can see it's got the YouTube video, it's got the images, and if I was going to embed a file, that would be in here as well. Now what I want to do, I want to show you how this is going to look on a mobile device. So if I go back to this, up the top here, if I click that and go mobile, it's going to give you a preview of how that will look on your mobile device. So if I scroll down, there we go. There's everything, and there's that YouTube video. And that's basically how my site is going to look on any mobile device, which is awesome. All right, guys, so now what we're going to do is we're going to add our new blog as a link in Thinkific. So I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so the first thing you obviously will need to do is log in as an admin to your Thinkific site. And what we're going to do is we're going to go custom links. So this option here on the left, we'll click on that. And it just talks about adding custom links to the header of your site. So it's going to be either sort of up here on the left or up here on the right. So we're going to do that. Okay, so what is that text going to say? So obviously I'm just going to put blog. You could put, free blog, whatever you want in there. And then you're going to put in the URL of your blog that you just created in Weebly. So if you created a Weebly address, so .weebly.com, you would copy that and paste that in here. If you just created a standard .com address that you purchased through Weebly, that's what you'll put in here. So just keep that in mind. So obviously I use the free option, so that's what I'm going to put in here. Now it'll ask you where you want that. So do you want it on the top left or do you want it on the top right? I'm going to go top right, and I also want it to open in a new window. So I'll click save. Okay, so that's obviously done. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to preview this and make sure it's working properly. All right, so you can see that that's obviously loaded up the Weebly site that I created. And basically, guys, it's that simple. It's, you're creating that blog inside the Weebly editor, and you're having a link that's inside your Thinkific course, that's going to take you straight to that particular blog that you created. You can have as many of these along the top here as you want. You might have one that says shop. So if you sell handmade goods, or you want to create like a Shopify account or something like that, you can do it exactly the same way. So that's it for this video, guys. If you want to see more content, creating blogs and monetizing and that type of thing, can you leave a comment below just so I can see if there's a bit of an interest for that? Really at the moment I'm just focused on helping people create graphics for their courses, and I thought that this would be quite helpful because I know a lot of people have trouble creating blogs, and I thought if you could create something really simple and you can link it to your online course, that's really going to be something that everyone can benefit from. So again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.